Alright, I just finished with the Nakana Prime video, so I figured I'd get started with this one. For this video, I'm gonna look over the Spira Prime. As as I did with the Nakana Prime video, I'm gonna be doing a noob-friendly setup, a second dream setup, and a veteran setup. However, in the case of the Spira Prime, the differences between the second dream setup and the veteran setup aren't gonna be very noticeable, because basically all I'm gonna be doing is swapping regular mods for primed mods. So let's go over Spira Prime. This is my noob friendly setup. Noobs won't exactly have a max rank horn strike, but this is just sort of the extreme circumstance. The more difficult mods you would probably get in the game for this set would be Barrel Diffusion and Lethal Turret. Lethal Turret is another nightmare mod that I can't remember what tier it drops from. I think it's like the lower tier or the higher tier, because I don't remember dropping from the medium tier from when I was farming Drifting Contact. And Barrel Diffusion, it drops from two places that I remember off by heart. One is the Void. It has a chance to drop from the Auric and Void containers, not the ones you just find randomly. You could get them from the loot rooms, so the speedrunning rooms, or it drops from one of the Groove Strike 3. Can't remember which of the three, but yeah, if you're looking for this mod, you can either try the Void, or you can farm the Groove Strike 3 if Barakatia brings the beacon for it, or if you do the Law of Retribution raid, which I do a lot. Anyways, moving on, we've got Pathogen rounds and Convulsion to generate corrosive damage. Then we have for the crit mods, we have Pistol Gambit and Target Cracker. So with Pistol Gambit, I've got 66% critical chance, and with Target Cracker, I've got 4.0 times multiplier. And in the final slot, this is a personal preference mod, but this does fairly well. Actually, since I'm testing is corrupted, I should be putting this here. I'm going to be using the Expel mod for the new friendly set, because this is Expel Corrupted is fairly difficult to get, but this is just sort of showing in the test. Like, if you can easily get Expel Grenier, Corpus, and Infested fairly early on. It's just the corrupted ones you're gonna have difficulty with, because they drop from the defection mission that only recently came back from update 21. So, and it's like rotation B after you've rescued 4 squads. I haven't done defection in a while, so I'm not that familiar with the drops. But this is my noob setup, and it does fairly well. It's a solid setup. Since it's a crit weapon and it doesn't have much status, it's not gonna do. Its damage isn't gonna ramp up as quickly as something like let's see, the Fusilier. But Spira Prime's a solid weapon. You see, it's taking a long while to get through this bombard because it has a lot of armor. And I'm also not using the right elemental. But as I said in the kind of prime video, if you swap for radiation damage, it's going to do fairly well. It lifted 101, so it took more than 100 knives to kill that bombard. This was a very noob friendly setup, so it's not exactly. So while I wouldn't use this over my veteran setup, it's still fairly solid if you've got your hands on these mods. Now onto the second dream setup. As I said earlier in the beginning, if you get your hands on the primed mod sooner, this is basically my veteran build, except with prime Target Cracker and prime Pistol Gambit swapped in. So I'll just quickly jump over to that. See? Just swapped out the normal versions with their primed variants. I quickly want to check to see what the status chance would be like if I swapped them out for dual stats. 50.1. That might just change my build altogether now. I'll get that going, and also. But anyways, this is the second dream setup. This also will do fairly well. The difference is I swapped the Expel mod for Hydraulic Crosshairs because it's fairly okay. It's fairly easy to get headshots because this thing has no recoil, and if you know how to aim right, because the Kunai series throws from 2 different angles, you can do fairly well with this. So like the expel mod will probably do will do it'll do roughly the same. See, we already got orange crits from thanks to hydraulic crosshairs. I'm missing a couple of times, so that ain't helping much. But if you can consistently get headshots, this is gonna do a lot. This is gonna do you fairly well. And okay, most of the builds I show in this video and the counterpoint video, they can easily take you through the star chart, no problem. It's just I'm just showing them off in the most extreme circumstances. Anyways, that was my Spira Prime setup for after a player completes the second dream. Now on to my veteran setup. Oh, whoops, sorry. I wanted to go over it. Like from the other setups, we got Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Turret, Hydraulic Crosshairs, and like Blood Rush, you can get this from the Orc and Moon Spy mission. Sorry, I forgot to say that sooner. But that's where you get the Hydraulic Crosshairs. And then after that, we got Prime Pistol Gambit and Prime Target Cracker. If you don't know where the Prime mods come from, they come from Battle Kitia, along with Jolt. You can farm the shotgun and the rifle electric dual stat mod from the Hive sabotage mission on Eris, but the melee and pistol ones, you can only get from Barakitia when he brings them around. So we got Jolt and Voltaic Strike for corrosive damage, as well as some extra status chance. As you saw earlier, I'm kind of curious to see how fast the damage would ramp up under this circumstance. I'm also going to test this build out with a Sonar Banshee afterwards, because I am curious to see how well Spira Prime would do. See, there's already a corrosive proc. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. Did he really just fall off the map? Wow. The AI was quite dumb. And there was no impact procs. He just walked himself off the map. I was admit that's a bit funny. Hey, that's cheating. Cheap shot. See, let's try this again. So help me, if you walk off the map again, I'm gonna just, you're dead, mate. You got it? Oh, don't you dare. Don't you goddamn, don't you dare. That took way less time. But, yeah, that's gonna be my personal set from now on, and you're free to change the build as you will, but like I said in the counterpoint video, this is just more or less me showing off a way you can a solid way to players that can mod the weapon. Sorry, bit tired. Had bugger all sleep last night. So what I'm trying to say is, with Spira Prime, I just wanted to show off solid setup for noobs, people who played Second Dream, and veterans. So if you've done with that, I thank you very much for watching. If you do watch it, I've only got 2 subscribers. It would be nice to see that number go up, but I'm not really holding my breath because this is mostly just a hobby for me. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.